It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we've got CD Lamb. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. Who knows what we're in store for here on Sunday
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
On the return is Trey Palmer. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina and then with the Rams, but now year two and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll drop, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
Now, Mike, at this level here in the NFL, you just rarely see the type of performance where one player on the field just stands out that much against his peers. But that's exactly what we saw out of this quarterback a week ago. I mean, throwing for all those touchdowns, that's one thing. But the fact that he was able to protect the ball in the process is what really was impressive to me. I mean, it's not like he was just out there in the backyard chucking the ball all over the place. I mean, he was methodical, cerebral, lethal with his approach. Truthfully, I have no idea how you follow up a performance like that, but I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Boy, they got the block to spring him, and it was a foot race. And when he gets in that foot race, Mike, he's normally good for this type of yardage before anyone's able to run him down.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It's picked up by... Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. One of the tight ends in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that's gonna help. He's out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Mayfield. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. It is picked up by the defense. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. C.D. Lamb for the touchdown. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
As the third quarter begins. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. Now Dowdle. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Tyke Smith there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Has some room inside the 30. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Baker to throw. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. This returnable from inside his own 40. Into space. And he's going to take it all the way. Electric moment on the return for touchdown. Greg, they gave him space to get started, and once he got started, they could not stop him for the punt return and the touchdown.
Well, Mike, what's that old saying? You can outkick your coverage. Well, in this case, it turned out to be true. There was so much distance between the coverage unit and the returner that when he has all that field to work with and all that green grass, he is a tough tackle. And in this case, he's able to take it all the way for a touchdown.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And his guys move out on top, 14-0. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now a second timeout called by the defense. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Going up top for Evans. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And now again he loses the football. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. This one complete to Palmer. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Mayfield. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. What a mistake, Greg. That's the worst place on the field for that to happen. The fumble back in your own danger zone turns it into a disaster zone as the defense gets 6 points.
Yeah, and anytime you attempt to pass out of your own end zone, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, but what a great time to bring pressure. If you're the defense there, you know you have them backed up, you know their quarterback's looking to make a play to get out of there, and you dial up pressure at the perfect time, not only to force the fumble, Mike, but you're able to recover it in the end zone for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, a loose football. The defense has got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. They'll go with him again. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. The Bucs have it. That is a gut punch, a huge disappointment in position to score. They fumble, and the defense falls on it, Greg, in the end zone for a touchback.
We see this so often, Mike. As the ball carrier's getting closer to the end zone, his mind is on nothing but trying to score. Sometimes they forget to protect the ball. That's exactly what happened here. Fumble, defense recovers it, and they lose out on a prime scoring opportunity.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Baker. He'll get this out to his running back. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. On second down, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.